All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to some more Napoleon Dai Nam-ite here in Victoria 3. Apologies for the extended opening here. It seems like the main page on YouTube is down worldwide. And so I was double checking to make sure, one, my YouTube stream is still working and how people can access it. So I guess you can go straight to someone's page and they can access it. But if you just go to like youtube.com, nothing's showing up. So yeah. Hey Jabba, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Yeah, damn, right? Yeah, damn. I was like, whoa, something's going on with YouTube. Glenn, what's up? What's up? Hello, hello. Ham, did you get a haircut for your brother's bachelor party? No, I did not. I did not. But I left my voice in Scotland. But yes, hello, hello. J-Makers, what's up? How are you? Maximilian, hello, hello. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, that's right, Jabba. Join us on Twitch. I wonder if it's Twitch that hacked YouTube. Oh, man. Yeah, so I was just making sure everything was still working. Apologies for my voice, though it's getting better. It sounds better than it did this morning. We will, I am not sick, just a little too much karaoke at my brother's bachelor party this last week. Yeah, congratulations, brother. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yep, it was a lot of fun. We were in Edinburgh. Enjoying the pubs of Scotland, which were fantastic. It was a beautiful, beautiful city. I absolutely loved Edinburgh. And I would love to go back again because I didn't get to see any of the historical stuff since we were pretty much in pubs the whole time. Oh, Maximilian, I don't think so. Glasgow's probably better. I guess it depends on what you're looking for. From what I was told, there's more history in Edinburgh, so if you're looking for historical sites and stuff. We didn't get to go over to Glasgow. We were supposed to, but we stayed out way too late. Yeah, hey Jack, painful to me how you say Edinburgh. I know, I was taught by our friend how to say it, but it still didn't stick. Edinburgh. Like that, right? Edinburgh. My friend from Glasgow says, oh, well, like, of course your friend from Glasgow will say that. Two rival cities right there. So I was working, two drunk dudes came in and mentioned he wanted to kiss someone and just grabbed his friend and started making out, and then told us they both have girlfriends they are meeting later. I was flabbergasted. Oh my god. Oh man, well, sounds like you had yourself quite a weekend too, of work. Second best whiskey in the Iona Isles of the North Atlantic. Yes, I kind of learned about the name of that region and everything. By the way, that debt crisis is worse than what we had in 2008. Yeah. We got some work to do. We got some work to do here. We had a bit of a construction problem here, which we're gonna address. You pronounce it Edinburgh, but it's Edinburgh. We would say more like Edinburgh. Yeah, that's what I was trying to make that sound. Edinburgh. My friends had me practice it like multiple times, and now I didn't get it. Get him to Worcestershire next. I asked my colleague, do you think they are gay? He said, nah, just drunk as hell. Stephen Murphy, hello. Welcome in. How are you? Anyway, hello. How are you doing, Ham? I'm doing good. I'm doing much better than I sound. I'm actually fine. Other than the fact that I can't speak. Ah, yes. Your treaties are costing you 100K a week. You should fix that. Well, no. Our treaties, we're making a profit, so we're selling goods. So this is the cost to buy the goods. So it's costing us 104, but we're selling it for 129. So we're making a profit, not quite a lot of profit, but we're making something off of it. Oh, thank you, Stephen Murphy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome. Glad to have you. Welcome to the live stream. We've got us right at the beginning here. I admit I have no idea how that works. Oh, I gave the tongues don't touch. All right, so yeah, it's still a little jet lagged, so the brain is slowly getting back to normal here. But our main problem here is the cost of construction. Because cost of construction pretty much depleted the investment pool. Quite honestly, we let investment rights go on for too long, so we don't have enough of our own GDP. So we might look to maybe change some laws around so we can take all these 394 building levels back from all these regional HQs we have. But really, the main problem is that our cost of construction went up too high. So the investment pool drained, and so you can see they're not fully utilizing all the construction points. You can see here, total cost of construction 199,000, but they're only kicking back 37,000. So we got to get the cost of construction down so that the investment pool can not only build up a little bit more, but afford to utilize a full half of all the construction points. Like they should be getting what? They should be using 175 construction points, and they're using 60. So we got to fix that up a little bit. So we're building a lot of construction materials, and we might need to build more. I watched this morning. Good luck getting this train back on track. Thank you. Yeah, looking forward to see how you do it. Yeah. I think we can. I mean, getting construction materials cheaper is something within our power, though. So that will fix the current deficit. If we can get the private sector paying for more of the investment, paying for more of the construction materials, that will fix this 64K weekly balance. Though a long-term lingering problem is this GDP ownership. So we'll kind of tackle that as we go. Once you fix your economy, are you still going to go after France/Cambodia? Cambodia, you know it. You know I am. I really want to have Siam before the end of the stream. Amcuts went from avoiding investment rights like the devil to give it away to anyone he sees. Yeah. See, the thing is, I didn't even give it away to that many people, although, yeah, I guess most of them don't build. The problem is, the problem is, we have opium, and we invited in the East India Company. Which means, we might, again, just like last stream, actually go after, can't touch this, now that I know how it works properly. And so in order to do this, we would have to go to Command Economy. So we need central planning and a different distribution of power law. So where are we on that? Where do we have central planning? Yeah, so we're a little far from central planning right now. But that's more of a long-term thing to fix anyway. My opium brings all the imperialists to the port. Yeah, that's right. And they're like, it's better than yours. Go communist. We could. Though we didn't get that one event. Good. I hope you take Indochina. We go communist to nationalize your foreign investment. Probably, yeah. Probably, yeah. We're going to have to be honest with you. Bankrupting is probably a good step to go communist by radicalizing everyone. Yeah, I mean, it's very possible we might take a bankruptcy. It's not the end of the world. You need tier 4, yeah, central planning, yep. Oh, music is loud. I did that. Okay, thank you once again. So I turned the music up a little bit for the stream starting screen, and whenever I start, I lower it back down. But just like last week, I forgot to do it because of that whole fiasco with YouTube to start off. Turn it higher, I can still hear some of my thoughts. All right, so we're gonna build some of this stuff. We've already put some construction in here, so we should let it finish. But there's more stuff we gotta do here. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to build some of the steel ourselves. I don't have time to wait. For that private sector. Although, let's get that hired up. So Baki needs some as well. Let's take a look at what's going on there. Wait, what? Man. Are you telling me they never built any? We never built any here? That's quite insane. Alright, so we'll start with this. So I want to put this stuff before all that other stuff. So we're going to queue it up. But we are going to put the glass ahead of it. Yeah, they don't have much of a construction inefficiency there, so that's good. And Baki needs... Could use a little bit more glass, to be honest with you. So we'll build some more. And then we'll put that stuff up here. So hopefully, as we start building this stuff, construction costs come down. The investment pool, or not the investment pool, the private sector starts being able to add more items to the build queue, and as they do that, our weekly balance will get much better. So away we go. And Bitcoin is taking a nosedive. Oh, is it? I wonder where it'll end up. Oh, interesting. How surprising. How surprising. I'm not a big fan of cryptocurrency, so not surprising. Yeah, exciting stream for Friday. Yes, yes. So Jack was able to get me hooked into this special closed workshop build of Civilization 7. So this Friday, I'm going to be streaming a build of Civ 7 that's not public. They're testing out a bunch of new features and stuff like that. And so we're going to be able to try that out this Friday. And Friday is really going to be the only time we get to do it. So we're going to test that out, and we'll see what they're doing. And then maybe at some point in time, we do another Civ 7 stream, because it's been a while. I didn't realize how long it had been until I was like setting up the info for that stream. But thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack, for that. Jack was on it for that one. Once on the fence with the issue, the petite bourgeoisie's view on propertied women changed overnight. Tuan Nguyen Phuc names Bulan Chong as the architect of the hidden deal. Okay, so we can take a step back. Or we would, we'll just do that. We'll just lose 5%. Yeah, it's not worth negotiating with the landowners for that. I heard Bitcoin. Crypto is not an investment, it's a gamble. Yeah, totally agree on that. Yeah, 100% agree, Java. Yep. Waging your savings on the Seahawks is actually safer than crypto. Oh, man. Yeah, the Seahawks. Oh, man. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Not a big fan of it. So I'm looking how many money people will lose. Yeah, I love it when people say like, "Oh, I made so much money on crypto." I'm like, "Did you sell it?" And they're like, "Well, no." And I'm like, "Well, then you didn't make any money on crypto." And if you still go for crypto because you are jumping on a hype train, go for Bitcoin. Everything else is a joke. Yeah, I mean, if you're doing crypto, it does kind of seem like Bitcoin is the most stable of them all, but that's not saying much. I've been trying to run as Austria. Oh yeah, it's a bear. I ran into the same expensive construction materials in the middle of the Brothers' War, which has nearly bankrupted me. I have to restart. Yeah, National Awakening made Austria quite an interesting one. I did an Austria run offline when that one came out. And there's still, I think, 1 or 2 achievements from it I have to go for, so I have to go back to it at some point. Now, we're not in a good situation here because, like, we're taxing everyone a lot. They don't have money to spend on the economy, which is will kind of backfire on us here. What are we researching next here? Steam Donkey. Yeah, to save some labor. When it comes to the construction goods, though, oh, I forgot to. We should keep an eye on explosives. We're good on that. So tools needs a bit of work. We'll need more steel for it, though. Explosives here are fine. Tools are... Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we... Forgot. So we just subsidized the steel. Oh, okay. But now we have a problem here. Are these working as much as they need to be? Alright, so we do need a little bit more infrastructure here. Yes. We're gonna upgrade all the trains, to be honest with you. Well, actually, we'll do one by one. What are we on, what do you call it? Motors. Yeah, we're exporting a ton of them. Okay. Let's keep some of those at home here, because we need them. Let's get the railways a-moving. So we do that. Alright, so steel is cheaper here now. Which means we don't really need all of these. So let's not waste our construction time on them. I hate to waste construction points already. But I'd rather they build the glass. All right, we'll do this and that one. We don't need all of them, but we already invested a bunch of construction points in this. We're not going to get rid of that. Let's see. Hopefully there will be loads of new features to see. I think they have been working on a lot. Yeah, it does seem like it. I got to read through all of the full patch notes. I was able to go through some of it, but I was out in Scotland when it was all getting set up, because it seems like there's quite a bit going on. I actually can't talk about it until Thursday, which is also interesting. I've never been involved in something like that before, but I'm actually on an NDA on it, which is kind of crazy. In the light of the devastation suffered by states like Vietnamese North Sumatra, the Conservative Party has campaigned on uniting Dai Nam in this trying time behind traditional values. Well, eek. 30% momentum to the Conservative Party. Yeah, I'd rather not that. All right. Ah, God. It's looking more like crypto might be organized crime, actually. Yeah, lo and behold, right? Trump coin and Hawk-Tuah coin are the go-tos. Oh my god. I think the Hawk-Tuah coin is officially dead now, though, isn't it? Following the recent expansion of industry into rural communities like Chongqing, Bulan Winfuk has begun a local campaign for the Agrarian Party, stressing desired solutions to the unpleasant smog now common around the region's factories. Let's see. See, I guess I'm not big on the Agrarian Party winning this. They could go with lowered momentum, but I also don't want to hand it to the Conservative Party. Though I guess we do kind of need the industrialists in there for a little bit. So yeah, we really don't want the Agrarian Party to win this right now. So we'll do that. Yeah, I forget how to say that. Like Schadenfreude. I have some people that are like millionaires slowly losing their money. Yeah, exactly. Oh no. I have secondhand embarrassment for the people of the United States. Metternich keeps dying in obscurity because I can't fulfill the journal entries and have a working nation. Coups and secession and revolution everywhere, historically accurate though. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how the game really simulates that. Your country is stable until the minute Metternich goes. Once Metternich dies, all hell breaks loose in Austria in this game now. Lawmakers working towards the enactment of property to women have found themselves mired in a particularly complex set of bureaucratic proceedings, grinding the work towards reform to a near halt. Man, they're gonna go kicking and screaming with this law all the way to the end, huh? I don't know if I want to lose any more bureaucracy, actually. I might actually just take the minus 10% success chance in that. The Agrarian Party, spearheaded by the organizing efforts of Bulan Chuang, has begun a popular campaign focused on their desired preservation of rural values in an age of rapid and frightening change. Man. I'll do this, because if anything, I don't want the Radical Party to lose even more votes. As it stands, it does kind of seem like the Agrarian Party's going to win anyway. Maybe you can go to war to make someone take your debt. Yeah, if you win before bankrupting, it'll be a big win. Also, oh, hey, Matweez, hello, hello. But yeah. Yeah, that could be a possibility. That would be nice. Maybe, yeah, maybe a good old war. Problem is with the war, though, that's going to skyrocket our expenses. They've been rubbing it in my face all the time now. They're panicking, losing God knows how much money. Yeah, right? Somebody who's really into crypto was like, they were always going to tell you how much they're into crypto. NDA on what? Oh, for that's the Civ 7 thing we're doing on Friday. So there's a bunch of new features they're testing out. And starting on Thursday, you can stream it. But there's like a list of like patch notes and screenshots and stuff like that you're not allowed to like talk about until Thursday. Claims that the Radical Party's policy of extensive money loaning has saddled future generations with an undue burden. Oh my god, let's take this again. Claims that the Radical Party's policy of extensive money loaning has saddled future generations with an undue burden have caused the party to leak voters like a faulty sieve. Oh, Radical Party, you're just not it for this round. All right, we'll just have them do that because they're not winning that one anyway. NDA, yeah, moving up in the sphere. Yeah, right. Exactly. On the Fractious Feature Workshop. Can't talk about it much yet. Yeah. Or stop construction. I mean, we could stop construction. The problem is, what's going to get us out of this mess is building more so that the private queue can afford the construction. See, the problem is, even if we stop constructing, we're still going to go... we'll never be able to turn construction on again. Because the private queue is just going to completely deplete their investment pool. What we need to happen is we need the investment pool to build up a good amount of money, but also the cost of the construction to go down. So like, you see here, they're trying to privatize a glassworks. Oh, well, actually, so this is a bad example. This is privatizing. But if they're trying to raise money to build, you'll see that, like, the cost of building a building is, like, outrageously high because our construction materials are so high. So we do have to keep constructing. Yeah, he can once he streams it. Yeah. Schadenfreude. The last thing, like egg. Fruit egg. Yeah, Freud. Oh, Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude. Let you make a discount of quarter. There you go. Not with the new ID requirements. Yeah, that's true. You guys saw the Discord partnership with Palantir, by the way? Oh, no. Say that isn't so. Ugh. Then should give his Discord CEO's ID. And also send me a social security number. It's 6. There you go. Alright, so we're almost through all this stuff. See the private queue though. Although, so they're privatizing stuff, which is good. They're buying stuff from us, but I really need them to build. Oh. All right, what do we got going on here? Regime change in Canada. Transfer Australia, British, Senegal. Oh, yeah, I can't get in on this, because we owe an obligation to the United States, and we're allied to Great Britain. Oh, man, we can't get involved in that at all. Despite not enjoying full rights under Vietnamese law, some wealthier Hakka people have begun moving into neighborhoods and frequenting establishments they would normally be excluded from. Alright, so interesting that now the private queue is looking to purchase more, which they weren't doing before. Yeah, we'll do this. And we are through pretty much all of the construction stuff we're going to do. So actually at this point we are going to pause it. Although that's when they start building. So maybe we might not pause it. Oh, I forgot. No, we're not going to pause it. I forgot. We need those. We need to build those tooling workshops. So add these more to the top. I don't need to build this stuff, but I don't want to waste the construction now. Metternich was... Oh, here we go. So we have the agrarian party win here. Problem here, though, is we do want to get property to women. So we're going to have to keep everything where it is here. That won't work. So we'll keep this as it is here. Metternich was a bellend anyway, a bastion of the conservative establishment of Europe. He opposed the Greek Revolution amongst others. He's reviled all over Europe. The only person who probably likes him... Stalled. Poop on that. Unironically was Kissinger. Oh yeah, an almost equally upsetting figure. Yeah, I could see that. Although Clemens had no redeeming feature, he was an absolute diplomat who organized the Treaty of Vienna, built the Concert of Europe, and that kept Europe at peace for centuries. Still remains a bellend. Yeah. Private correspondence exchanged by members of the Anti-French Society have been publicized in pamphlets. The letters praise the French Republic, contrary to the intentions of the rural folk. Who do we have in the Anti-French Society here? Okay. Anything that will help us get the petite bourgeoisie off of xenophobia. I absolutely hate that one. Oh, 5% of rural folk. Okay, we'll take this. Yeah, I don't want to take appeasement away from the Anti-French Society here. There's actually the dev diaries for National Awakening had some great historical explorations of Metternich as well. It was really interesting. I have no idea what that is. I'm not a Yank. I just heard you could use the Social Security number to do stuff. Yeah. If you can also use it to get your identity stolen by giving it away. What are the... Oh, hey, XDC, hello, hello. Yeah, wait, what are our subsidies? Oh, yeah, thank you. I kind of forgot about those. Yeah, so we started subsidizing one of the steel mills to get them going. See, that's the problem. It's kind of keeping our cost of construction a little bit lower, but... Yeah, I guess we don't need that much of a surplus. But yeah, good catch on that one. Thank you. Oh yeah, those subventions on lead. We definitely don't need to keep that now. And hopefully they'll keep importing it because we rely on the imports. Railways in the port, that'll be fine for now. Military wages. You know, honestly, what we're going to do is we're going to make some treaties here. Yeah, we're going to make some treaties here to sell some of this steel. And that will keep them going. Perfect. Oh god, I already forgot how to pronounce it. Schadenfreude. Perfect Schadenfreude, yeah. I blame the French for your budget situation. Yeah, that really screwed you. It really was. I mean, I guess I hadn't fully realized just how much I built everything in Chongqing. Taking that from us really screwed us. But let's take a look here at... I want to take a look at the world market. And then I want to see who needs steel here. Who's, like, importing it so much? The Mughal market, the British market. What is their market for steel? Yes, okay. Oh, tell me we have bad relations. We do. Okay. But I'll sell you steel. Man, okay. Oh wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. So we'll sell you like 1,000. We'll sell you... $50 of that. Some paper. And maybe like 45 sulfur. All right, and then let's buy something of theirs to help even out adding trade privileges. Sure, give us some like... Yeah, and how about we owe you an obligation? Yeah, we don't want to give away any more investment rights. Yeah, and let's do this for like a long time. All right, this might help us here. Let's see what happens. All right. Well, it helped a little bit. The French are backing the US. Can you do something with that? No, because I owe an obligation to the United States, so I can't get in on this war. But I am allied to the British. So if the British ever do something against the French, we could possibly do something there. Gotta get the stock market at 50K. Yeah. Yeah. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. An absolute diplomat. Not an astute diplomat, not an absolute one. You're paying for that negative 50K. Another 107 on treaties. Yeah, who are you giving 107 to? No, the treaties thing. So when you do goods transfers from one government to another, you're buying the goods from your market. So this is the cost. This is what we're paying to buy all those goods from our own market. And then this is what we're making off of it. So we're making a profit off of it, as long as we're making a profit. So basically we're making a profit of like, what? 41K. Now, it would be nice if we didn't have this tax waste here. Wrong way around. Bell end. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Alright, and so now, hopefully, that steel mill that we stopped subsidizing will get its way back up. You were trying to get steel from him. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Chase some government admin. The one thing I always say don't do. Go chase some government admin, but we very well might need to. Yeah, and we're missing some tax here. So we'll do that. It'll probably be okay. But we'll want to put those at the top. They'll build up quickly. The skyscraper is going to take some time. So who else can we sell stuff to? $45 is 3, by the way. 1 level 3 equals 15. No, because I build these things 24/7. Oh, the government admin. Oh wow, ads are super weird on YouTube right now. They appear below the screen. There's something going on with YouTube, huh? So we already have a deal going with the Heavenly Kingdom. Oh, we do still have the obligation. And we can finally get trade privileges. Can we sell them more stuff? Do we have anything more that we can sell them? Really, we can sell them a bunch of fabric. And then we'll get something from them. Yeah, give us some clothes, I guess. What else? What else? Yeah, sure, let's sell you some fruit. Anything else? Anything else? Actually, hold on. Let's come back to this. Are our glassworks fully staffed? Yeah. So actually, you know, we might actually buy glass from them. Why not? Cover the rest of those costs. Where to go? Yeah, so can we do like... no, they don't want to sell us glass. We'll poop on you guys. Alright, so no to that. No to that. More opium. We'll just sell it all to you. And more wood. Okay. Alright, there we go. Keep this for a good 25 years. We don't have to use the obligation. Let's see what happens. I wonder if there's somebody else we can buy glass from. Oh, you know what I should have done, actually? I could, maybe the obligation for that. So give me... Because it'll be cheap in their market. Is there anything else they don't want to sell us that's cheap for them? No, nothing else. Yeah, I didn't think I didn't think any of that stuff would go over well. Company monopolies or investment rights. I guess I should try to add that to the other deal, to be honest. Yeah, no. Now it'll be even harder. Okay, so maybe we can buy the glass from somebody else. What about the Japanese? Like, who in this world has glass? Because we're on the brink here. The British are exporting a ton of it. The Austrians. Oh, we are. Is that right? We're still exporting a ton of this stuff? Alright, let's tariff that. So we can hold on to some of it. Alright, so let's build here. Alright. What could we do? You know, I wonder if we get somebody to take on our debt. Oh, they're still unrecognized. What, who do we have good relations with? Oh yeah, why am I clicking on the French? We don't have good relations there. What can we sell you guys? Anything else? Anything else you guys need that we have? They really don't want the opium. God, that's going to be a pain in the butt. Although now we have a deficit of wood, whatever. Let's sell you 150 steel. We'll fix the price in a moment. And then... oh yeah, lead. That would be nice. Yeah, there's only a 20% chance of this one. No tariffs on fish? Sure. Why not? Let's say no tariffs on fish. We'll do this for 15 years. Screw you guys. Alright, so we're doing this now. Let's try to not tax everybody. Basically, we're not constructing. Problem is, our private sector isn't really constructing either. But they're privatizing stuff. Which is fine by us. They can buy what they want to buy. Alright, so we can stick with this for some time. And in the meantime, we can get the skyscraper done. Also in the meantime, you know, I have to say, rarely ever in the game do I get a company to prosperity and then lose it. I don't know if I've ever actually had that happen. Yeah, this steel mill they built out there is just killing me when it comes to this company here. Why they ever built it there? Oh, man. Goodbye, propertied women. Oh, well, oh, well. Alright, well, we're at the hour mark here, so it is time to take a quick 90-second break. Pay homage to our gods of ads here. So, quick 90 seconds, and then we will be right back. All right, and we're back. And we are back. We are back. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. All right, everything's good. All right, so let's go. So the thing that's kind of in some way beneficial here is if, oh good, this company's going to privatize the steel. If they're going to start privatizing stuff, that means they're not overspending on building stuff, which allows us to not have to build as much, and we can catch up on some of our debt here. Doing a subvention on iron. Alright, yeah, we don't need to do that right now. Although we could probably use more trade centers here. Although this one's really a swift merchant marine. Look at this. Rarely see that, a prestige merchant marine. Oh, switched over to Twitch. It looks much better than YouTube right now. Hey. How you doing? How you doing? Wait, remind me, Bizman, who you are in YouTube. I don't remember sometimes the alternate screen names. Oh, Glenn. Okay. Hello, Glenn. Glenn, good to have you back, friend. Yeah, so, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. It's funny because the like YouTube Studio site, it like is working fine, but no, I say that, man, knock on wood. So like streaming to YouTube seems to be going okay, but it's like people viewing YouTube. That's the problem. He's flexing his Byzantinologist status. And through 1453 there to add insult to injury. Now, where are we losing the most money here? Like, why? Like, what are we spending? Oh, yeah, I suppose the tariffs. Although, okay, so this is starting to fix its way up again. And these guys are making some money. He forgot his Twitch username since he hasn't used it in years. 20% to today's Steven's Hamcut's struggling to pronounce things in English, yeah. To be fair, though, I have no voice. Yeah, to be fair, English is hard. Yeah. The French Republic. Whoa. Wow, they really ended up taking a lot of this, huh? Interesting that, oh, it's the Netherlands that took it. And then the French Republic there, okay. Oh, and we can set some more interests. So let's look at our trade center here. Where would it be most helpful? What are we getting? Oh, look at this. Look at this. All right, suddenly this trade center is doing better. I guess tools. What about here? Oh, silk. So, Egypt, Chile could be one. Or Brazil, Chile again. All right, so let's get some interests going. Oh, not that. Let's get some interest going here. And then oh yeah, and let's get one going in Bengal since we're doing some trading there as well. English is the easiest language after maybe Esperanto. I mean, I guess it depends on what your first language is. I know a lot of people that English is not their first language. Say English is a very hard language to learn. A lot of I hear that from a lot of Spanish speakers. You Yanks are just coping. Netherlands VOC representing. Yeah, Jabba's like woo woo. Because everyone already speaks it. Grammatically and in vocab, English is a nightmare, stealing elements from every other language. Nah, English is the easiest. Well, yeah, English isn't easy. Yeah. I mean, going off of what non-English speakers tell me, I think, Max, you might be the first person I ever heard say English is an easy language to learn. General Nianchan's personal habits are starting to get in the way of his role as a general. Stalwart defender. Well, who do we have? Oh, well, we got 3 generals here already. All right, fire them. Save us some bureaucracy there. Okay, everyone who says English is not easy, how many languages do you speak? I speak 4-ish. By the way, Max, I'm not a Yankee. Where I'm from, them's fighting words. Yeah, that's true, my friend. You better be careful about that. 3 food lean 1/2. Oh, Papiamentu. I don't know that one. Ah, yeah, Virginia. Yeah, we call a Virginian a Yank. All right, so we're moving along, actually. Slowly but surely. I do like that our steel company is some stuff. All right, why though suddenly Nam-Ki, your one steelworks here sucks. So we have an abundance of steel. We really need to be exporting it. Oh, so maybe that's why. All right, so let's start exporting more of it. We'll do that. That's why they weren't exporting any of that stuff. Let's see. How are we doing on clothing also? Oh man, we have a bunch of these guys. Oh yeah, well, this could also be because we have a ton of ports in this land up here. We still have some people to employ here. No qualifying. You could put a university here. All right. Oh, and you know, all right, what do we want to pass now? All right, we probably want to go to restricted child labor now. I would really like to get no migration controls. Oh yeah, now that, there we go. Now that we can't do property to women, we'll do that. And now, let's get the borders open. In an attic. Nice. Spanish is also easy. For that I will let you judge. The rest are read-only and some meme languages. I mean, Papi Ventu is a relatively... Oop. Comments flying away. New language born from mixing slave languages together. The grammar was made to be easy. See, whatever you say, you write it down like that. Exactly. Huh. The Anti-French Society has offered us an opportunity to establish a defensive pact with Denmark. The proposal, if accepted, is intended to counter French interests. Well, we'll do it because I would like to make the Anti-French Society happy. Help us with the rest of those interest groups in there. So, sure. We'll do that. Alright, rubber mastication. What are we researching now? Oh yeah, the steam donkey. We actually almost have the skyscraper, which would be nice. We'll get some extra trade from that. Somebody has organized a nationwide postering campaign on behalf of the communist movement. In some cities, there's scarcely a wall left unmarked by pro-Council Republic displays. Yeah, bring it on. I mean, we can definitely use them to try to get some of our economy back. How many people do you think I run into weekly who speak anything other than English or Spanish? Anyone watch one? You can't expect Europeans decade or 2-year junior to get a 90s film reference. Very few. My argument is that what you mentioned, only Spanish is easy, maybe Italian. The rest are by far harder than English. I'm stuck in the Matrix. Yes, communism. Yeah. We're all stuck in the Matrix. That's the problem. Let's negotiate with the trade unions here. Why on earth would the trade unions want poor laws? Trade unions pour only their best vintage and smoke only their finest tobacco during a polite discussion with government representatives about no migration controls. So lose 7% bureaucracy. So, so 31, let's see. Yeah, I don't know about that. Or add nativist labor regulations. Oh, no, we don't want that. I actually think, oddly enough, we can afford losing this bureaucracy for 10 years. So we'll do that. Yeah, it only gives a little bit of tax waste. I think we'll be okay. Because we really do want to get no migration controls here. We could add this. We have 100% amenability. Yeah, we'll probably give them political concessions. So prominent armed forces meet in Saigon's finest cafe to discuss no migration controls. With the right leverage, perhaps their opinions could be swayed. Grow the army power projection. Wouldn't be so bad. But I don't want to commit to having to build anything right now. We'll do the political concessions. Is that another film reference? Oh, please. You know The Matrix. Oh, how you solved it, the budget. By not building a lot. But we're at a moment here where our private queue is privatizing a lot of stuff. And so you can see here, we're only utilizing a fraction of the construction sector. So we're not paying for a lot of construction goods. So you can see we're only paying 38.7K for construction goods. So normally the problem with that is it's going to put a lot of the burden of constructing on the private sector. But the private sector also isn't building. So it's a good time to catch up on some debt. We'll build this skyscraper. We'll build this university. But once the private sector starts really building, then we'll have to start building a little bit more in order to balance out the costs. But we got an opportunity right now to pay off some debt. Construct a skyscraper complete. There we go. So construction of the Hanoi skyscraper in Baki is complete. The first building of its type in the world, it dominates the skyline and inspires all who gaze upon it. Prestige, prestige, prestige. And then, well, first, let's look at it. There it is. Dun, 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 dun. And let's utilize the production method in it, because that should give us, yeah, trade capacity and trade advantage here. So the Baki Trade Center. Could be making more. Who's this? Who's this? Oh, an intelligentsia communist. Okay, that could help us. The Federated Shan States. Interesting. Or the revisionists you fancy because USSR scary. You never heard of The Matrix? It's from 1997. It was really big. It's kind of a classic. I don't like sci-fi though. One of the best. You didn't have to read that out loud. I'm just taking jabs at him. Yeah. I got that part. Wait, where's our... People living in Vietnamese Eastern New Guinea under dire conditions are afraid that the no migration controls reform will increase competition in the job market. Yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, they really want to add this. Everybody wants to add this amendment. We're not going to do it. We're going to lose 10% here. All right. So yeah, we're still privatizing quite a bit. Where are we at in terms of debt? About 27 million. Interest rate is 10. See if we could make the petite bourgeoisie happy. What could we enact? Well, we could go to proportional taxation. We would make more money. Oh, we could go to elected bureaucrats, actually. Oh, you know, we might do that. So, we'll go to elected bureaucrats next. Because if we can make the petite bourgeoisie happy, we'll get a big reduction on our loan interest rate. Camcut's knows lefty talk? Wait, what do you mean? Max, I grew up 1 mile from the Pentagon in the Cold War. USSR was scary, not because of its ideology, but because it's full of Russians and had nukes pointed at me. If you lived in a country with that threat, you might think so too. Yeah. Oh, we're complete. Yeah, I mean, the USSR, was scary. But Max is a big fan, so objectivity won't be won't be part of it. For outside observers, the industrialists may appear firmly committed to the idea of no migration controls, but behind this facade of unity, discord has long festered. Now a clique of dissenters have finally had enough and have officially broken with their fellow members over the issue of reform. Eek, 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 eek. We could get 5, get up to 13, but if we take this, we'll also get the setback, reset everything, and we'll get up to 18. So let's take that. I was referring to Trotsky, mate, not the Cold War. Don't do that. That's highly derogatory. What's derogatory? What's derogatory? It's hilarious 3 people are chatting, agreed that they're on the same page. 2 of them actually did not understand that I was talking about Trotsky. Calling Russians. Alright. Legislative failures. Alright, good. So now we're back up to 18%. I should, I forgot to track exactly where we started with debt at the beginning of this whole thing. Oh, building a steel mill, that's nice. This company. Yes, please, build more shipyards. Alright, let me take a look at this agreement that we have with them. Oh, the reactionary movement. Alright, let me take a look at them in a second. I want to get... I really hate this company building stuff. I would love to renegotiate this treaty. We renegotiated this before to get the investment rights. I suppose we can always just get it back. Yeah, that won't work either. But we're not building a lot right now anyway, so let's do that. We'll do this for... Well, actually, we'll do this for 25 years if it's just going to be this. So let's do that. There's got to be somewhere else that we can get. We've built a lot in Japan already. Alright, good. This will be the last thing this company builds in us here. The ruling rural folk led by the charismatic Li Nong Kao has initiated a great promotional tour. The decision to focus efforts domestically or internationally has been left to the last minute, however, and it's unclear if the rural folk will do more for itself or for the country as a whole. Oh god, this is killing me. Old ways. And I hate to give them more political strength, but it would be nice to put something in a dent there. It's me taking the champion. Apparently Hamcut's got it, but he still did not, and then spoke about my objectivity. Okay, man. Let's see here. Law setback, wonderful. Alright, so what are these guys at? Let's see here. So their activism is only good 77%. We might be able to get this through. Problem is, we're still in the first phase. Because this would be a bad civil war for us. But I think we might be okay. Oh, can we get... Oh, we can't do grant leadership for another 18 months. Alright, where are we here? Yeah, we could use more steel. Oh, this is kind of giving them some needed prosperity. Same here. I don't know what the deal is with this company here. Yeah, all that stuff in Japan is not going well. We never got a regional HQ out of it. All right. Yeah, this defensive pact that did all of nothing for us. I would like the trade privileges, but... Well, they're actually not building much in our country anyway. Yeah, they never really built much, just 21 levels. I suppose we can let it go for now. Same with this one. Oh yeah, that lobby opportunity. Okay, a defensive pact with Denmark. What is this? You know what? I'll join if you take my debt. Looks like we can take anything else we want to. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. A war would actually be bad for us here. Try enforce treaty article. Yeah, no. This is not really a treaty article. Lag much better on Twitch. Also, I've discovered. Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah. If you can enforce money transfer, do it. No. Because the cost of the war would be way too much for us. You don't have to actively participate in the war. Yeah, but we still have to mobilize armies. I mean, I'm not gonna join a war without at least raising our regular army. And I don't really want to do that right now. So this will be one pretty big war. Twitch, for all its shortcomings, still is the best streaming platform, sadly. Yeah, it does have some benefits to it. Ads much worse though, yeah. Yeah, much more in regards to ads. No ads here. It's a Yank Dixie thing. Yeah, capitalism for sure. EU has very little ads. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting, all of this happening here. Okay. But we are making a dent on the debt here. We're almost at about the halfway mark. Because we're privatizing stuff like crazy. We aren't building anything at the moment. A surprise police raid has uncovered a list of radicals associated with the petite bourgeoisie. damn it. Alright, we lost no migration controls. A surprise police raid has uncovered a list of radicals associated with the petite bourgeoisie. There are several ways this list can be used to the government's advantage. Yeah, we'll do that. So this is just going to go away now. Alright, so what should we... Oh, yeah. Hold on. So we wanted to... Alright, so will that add +6 to the petite bourgeoisie if we go for elected bureaucrats? Are you kidding me? It'll put them at 9? Well, let's do it anyway. I want to get to 10, though. Because that would be very beneficial. Who won the USA versus Brits war? Let's see if they're still doing it, actually. No. I forget what the war I forget what the war goals were. I forget what they were fighting for. Let's see if there's something immediately recognizable. Not really. I was about to write extensively on the 1812 war. Just realized you meant in-game. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. There's something about Puerto Rico. Maybe they did win. I thought it was something about Puerto Rican independence. All right. So now... Oh. Damn, we just lost our deals. Yeah, the Socialist Uprising won. Damn, we just got trade privileges with them. Man, okay. Check the US for truces. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I suppose I could go through this whole thing again. It's not necessarily something we absolutely need. Well, something like this we can add in. Is there anything of theirs that we needed? No, not really. We could sell them coal. Law progress to drafting. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we were selling them a ton of opium. Though I suppose if we ever go to war, we could use that. All right. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get this. Oh, hey, Bismuth, thank you for the Prime sub, my friend. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, thank you. Very, very much appreciated. I love it. Very, very much appreciated. But look at your budget without all those trades. Oh yeah. No, but this is because we're not building anything. Once we start building stuff, it might be a little bit different. Well, we're not going to get this right now, which is fine. Pay money to Bezos. I mean, you'd be surprised. Everybody does at some point. It's the problem with the company owning everything. All right, pan-nationalism. All right, so let's see here. So we could use some. All right, yeah, the steel the company will take care of. Ah, here we go. Steam Donkey. All right. So we are about to utilize that. We still need glass in Chunky. Just never get enough of that stuff. Unless we're still in a situation where we're exporting a ton of it. Yeah. Man, okay. So let's build some more. Yeah, if we could do this. How far away are we from plastics? Probably quite a bit, I think. Yeah, I mean, actually not quite a bit, but not close. Prime was pretty good, indeed. That's pretty bad, I agree. Yeah. All these subscription services are just kind of draining now. Yeah, yeah, I also get a lot of books, and Barnes & Noble is trash. I used to love Barnes & Noble, but I agree. It's like... it's really gone down in quality there. Alright. So we're gonna build some more there. I really wish, though, they would stop exporting so much of it. Look at us. We should have got the glass company. Oh, there, buddy. You can take it, Barnes & Noble. Yeah, started as a book company, controls the majority of consumer goods now. Funny how that worked out, right? Oh, look at... okay. Look at our private sector building up there. Alright, the amount of interest we're paying is much better now. So, we're building, and we're doing okay. So I think we finally reached a little bit of an equilibrium point here. Although we could still use more... oh no, we just need to hire that up. Alright, so now... so now, we're going to go through and start activating the steam donkeys so that we can get people working in better jobs. We'll come back and look at the rest of that stuff at another point. But for right now, I want to focus on this stuff. Except these livestock ranches. All right. Do we have a use for more oil? Are we utilizing enough of it yet? Not really. Actually go out to buy things. Most people here are too lazy. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Nanopada. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you? What's your opinion of France as a country? It's a wonderful country. I did a trip to Paris a while back. It's just a wonderful, wonderful experience to go there. Yeah, so France is great. In the midst of the debate surrounding elected bureaucrats, one of the country's leading playwrights, strongly associated with the petite bourgeoisie, has staged a widely acclaimed play whose politically laden theme makes no secret of the author's desire for the law to be passed. Oh man, I mean, to be honest, I would love to take the prestige. I think we're gonna need that. And Algerian says France is great. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're asking me about their history, that'd be a different story. But a country is its people, and the place itself. So, yeah, I do enjoy France. All right, so we got the ironclad here. Alright, so let's fix up. Let's get the ironclad going. Let's get them back to the HQ. Let's upgrade, and then we can turn one of our ridiculous number of military shipyards here to one that's going to make ironclads. I guess we could look at, you know, if we really want to micromanage this, where did we base all these capital ships? Yeah, Nam-ite. So why don't we make the military shipyard there? Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? We have how many military shipyards? We don't have one there? Wait, it says here we have one. Whatever. Yeah, and then we'll do steel hulls there. He just gives me the business for saying that France is great, and I'm not even French. Oh. No, I give you the business when you bring up the one person who was a war criminal during Algerian independence and call him like a great diplomat or something. And then say that, you know, You don't talk about France, the country. You talk about their history and all their colonialism being so great. That's a bit different. That's a little bit different than like present day France and its people and the culture and the art it has. An enterprising entertainer has arranged for 2 aging locomotives to run into each other at a local fair. The resulting collision may pose a danger to the crowd. Although that hasn't stopped Lee Noan Kao, leader of the rural folk, from declaring that he will have a front row seat at the event. Alright. So we'll piss off the rural folk, but get more loyalists from political movements. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. I brought him once, and he was not a war leader. He was brought in power by coup d'etat to sign a peace with Algeria. Yeah, you brought him once, and I gave you the business once. And he is much more famous for organizing the French resistance and fight for the Allies and defeat Germany in World War II after Marshall. Yeah, I mean, whatever, man. I'm not gonna get into that with you again. It doesn't really matter what you're most famous for. If you did something, you did something. Like, regardless of what he might be most, and what do you mean he's most famous for? Go to Algeria and they'll tell you what he's most famous for. The descendants of the children you tortured and unalived will remember you for something different. But I'm not gonna relitigate that whole thing on here. Alright. So I think we're kind of good. Wait, was this the one I just looked at? Yeah. So I think we're kind of at a good point now. So we do need to utilize more of the construction. Yeah, what are we with motor industries? Well, see, I hesitate to say we need more. Because we're exporting so much. We're exporting, well, not so much, but quite a bit. I'm writing that because that's what I argued and you saw red and raved about de Gaulle. You say I saw red, but man, you flipped out. You really flipped out on that. I just thought, you know, that guy's a war criminal. And you started writing pages and pages in the chat and hijacked the whole chat on that, so don't say I saw red. I think you does protest too much on that one. Brought him up because we were debating Atlanticism, not to praise him, but you called him a great diplomat. We need to discuss this over a beverage of your choice someday. I have no interest in discussing that over a beverage, to be honest with you. I don't discuss the greatness of war criminals in casual conversation, my friend. It's not a point of debate. It's just the facts of history. Let's see. Alright, so we're getting closer to elected bureaucrats here. I think we can actually just start building what we need. God, why do we have such a deficit on fish? Of all things. Oh, we can utilize this. We'll need steamers, though. But we should be able to do that with our shipyards. Yeah, we'll move them all to that. Maybe in a decade from now when you will stop assuming things then. No hard feelings. I'm honestly messing with you being anti-French. I know you are not. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, it's exactly what I just said. I don't know what you mean by me assuming things, though. I just stated some facts of history. The introduction of vessels with metal-skinned hulls represents nothing less than a revolution in naval warfare, near impervious to traditional types of shot. Admiral Chong Hip Win assures us that Vietnamese domination of these seas will be absolute. Yes, yeah, let's take the prestige there. Getting close to being a great power. Which would be great because we would get a reduction in the interest rate. Although the interest rate is pretty low now. Oh, what were we exporting? Oh, what the hell was... God. I really sold everything to get that alliance. I forgot I gave them these company monopolies. I forgot on that stuff. Oh, yeah. And so we're doing a goods transfer. Yeah, I think they would love to get rid of that. You assume that I had some fancy on de Gaulle, while I just mentioned him to explain his opposition to British membership to the EU after Brexit was on the topic. If you don't have a fancy on him, then why did you go nuts when I called him a war criminal? Either way, I'm not really interested in this whole debate again. Yeah, so we're selling them some clippers. I hate to... I'm going to think about what to do with this over the break we're about to take. Because I would hate to have an entire one of these switch its production just for that treaty. I suppose we could do one. And that'll help us with those. Yeah, we're selling them to Japan too. Okay, we could do that. Alright. Well, we are at the 2-hour mark here, so I do have to take a quick break here so that we don't get hit by ads during gameplay. So, 90 seconds, and we will be right back. All right, and we're back. And we're back. All right, let's see what I missed here. In which Ray de Gaulle he stopped reading and went all in on the Algerian War. That's my recollection of what happened. I was a bit thrown back and said, very calmly, as I always do, that he was a well-known anti-Nazi resistance leader, and that's what we know him for. Well, who's we? And yes, I might have praised his skill, which added oil to the fire, but it's hard to debate someone who's a position on the matter over text voice. It's pretty easy for me to talk. That's all. Just wanted to clarify that and take the piss on you. You don't really just seem to have a problem, no offense, Max. Arguing over text. Yeah. Alright, so let's continue. So we should be able... Wait. Oh, no, we need much more. Oh, the whaling stations. Well, let's switch the whaling stations over. And then, okay, so I guess we can, switch some of these, right? Because we have, like, way too many steamers now anyway, so how many steamers do we actually need? Like, we can lose 313. I don't want to lose those treaties. So... So that's about half of them right there. That's about another half right there. So now... The steamers are okay. Yeah, now we have an abundance of clippers. But I guess we can stop blocking up trades in our trade center over the imports. Alright, but that'll fix these things. Oh yeah, okay, so now let's see if we can get, what was it, a defensive pact with Denmark here? So they'll take it. We'll take investment rights. Wait, do we already have a deal with them? Yeah, so we already have the trade privileges deal. So we'll do the defensive pact. We'll do investment rights. Is there anything we can sell them? Get some mones from them. Ooh. Oh, really? They don't want silk. Okay. We'll sell them some of that. Can we fancy you some opium? I guess the answer is no. I wonder if I can get them to take some of our merchant marines. What are we at? Plus 103. Oh, no, actually we don't want to do that though, because they're going to also be very cheap in their market. Alright, well, we'll get an obligation from them out of this. We'll do this for about 15 years. This will make the lobby happy. So this should go up now. Alright. Or not. Alright, we have elected bureaucrats. We now have quite a bit of state construction efficiency. If only we can get these things to where they need to be. So let's take a look here. Wait, where is this? Oh yeah, over there. Okay. Damn. Alright, well that's moving up. I want to get this company up there as well. What's going on with them? Yeah, it's all that stuff in Japan that we own that is not doing well. Oh, and now you have to fight Prussia when they go for Schleswig-Holstein. Oh, you know, that's an excellent point, actually. I didn't think of that, damn. Wow, it's 1905 and they still haven't solved the Schleswig-Holstein problem. Wow, what happened to Prussia here? I have a bigger military than them. And Chile started its own power block. What a timeline here. Yeah, they got wrecked, right? Look at this. And what's funny is it's not even like there's a big powerful Austria. Austria's only a major power. What happened to Central Europe here? I guess we have a strong Hungary. Huh. Very, very interesting. All right. The ongoing election has drawn attention to the platforms of the various contending parties. Across Dai Nam, the electorate debates which party is worth trusting with the next term in government. Yeah, I would like to break the rural folks' hold here. Let's give momentum to the Radical Party so that they have some momentum. Yeah, Prussia is very weak, right? Oh yeah, also the Netherlands. Oh yeah. Yeah, because this is Luxembourg over here. Yeah, it is a little bit different, huh? It's because they took this whole island from me. An argument about the people's role in military command between Pham Chan and Bulan Chong has prompted a spat between the Agrarian Party and the Conservative Party. Well, I don't want a 20% change there. Ah, man. Okay, either way... I'll have to do this. Kuang Nguyen Phuc has issued a condemnation of the Vietnamese electoral system, endorsing abstention from voting and what he calls a sham put on to placate the people. Damn, we're gonna lose a lot of legitimacy on that one. God, the Radical Party just can never get a break. Yeah, odd Council of London results. Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember what the name of that event was. The Council of London. Yeah, you don't usually see it end in that way. All right, this is an interesting one. I don't want to have to lose a certain amount of legitimacy for 5 years, but this, that'll be a bit much. So the Radical Party is going to be losing 20% momentum here. no matter what. So I might as well give some to the agrarian party. If the if that's how, if we're going to have that, what am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. If the Radical Party is going to lose that much momentum, I might as well just give some momentum to the agrarian party. You lost your colonies in New Guinea. How that? No, I didn't lose them. The problem was, like this was my colony here, and it was going fine, but suddenly the Netherlands just came in and started colonizing, as opposed to it being the Dutch East Indies. And so they kind of took all of it. The colony that I had over here in Western New Guinea, when France declared, made their diplomatic play on us, I gave that colony to the Dutch East Indies because it brought them into the war. And they did all of nothing to help us. So that was a waste. But we didn't really lose our colonies, just Netherlands came in and beat us to everything. Found mold at the wall behind my pillow. That's not good. I need to fix that. And I kind of realized now how everyone kind of stuck with the bit of India, even though Columbus never got to India. Also, Indonesia isn't India either. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the whole term, like, Indians referring to Native Americans, is just, like, so ridiculous. When we all realize it's, like, a mistake. And we realize it's a mistake, but we just stuck with the name anyway. Tuan Nguyen Phuc intends to travel across Chunky by train to campaign for the Conservative Party. Well, at this point, I guess I'll lean into the Conservative Party here. Oh, and we'll get some railway throughput. Is New Zealand also a colony? Oh, interesting, huh? No. No, it's just it's just part of Australia. So we need motors. Oh yeah, well hold on, that's what I was looking at. Do we actually need motors? Kinda, and you're trading them away. And it could make some of the steel mills be a little bit more productive. Eastern New Guinea, how many people do we have here? So we got some peasants. Maybe if we have it take less people. Build some tooling here. We have an oil rig. We need to get pump jacks. Yeah, Great Britain just like building useless stuff for us in bad places. I wish I could. Well, it's not like it's taking employees. I guess the shipyards are. Yeah, I might be a goner. I think that's the reason I get bad sleep and a cough. Oof, will be fixed by today, tomorrow at the latest. Yeah, not good. Yeah, make sure you get that fixed. We could start building rubber too, which we kind of need. We don't actually have a use for it yet. Where are we with our textile mills? Yeah, we can't utilize it yet. I'm hesitant to use any of this stuff because we don't have the glass. But we can utilize this stuff. Yeah, Great Britain actively sabotaging your economy with all their crap building some ally. I know. And we started with like hundreds of thousands of peasants. I was like, it'll be fine. We'll get this extra build queue going. Nope. That kind of screwed us there. Alright, so let's get ourselves some motors. We could... How many job seekers do we have? Yeah, people looking for better jobs. Where do we have the most steel here? They have a pretty good productivity there. Steel and Baki has very good productivity. So actually the steel mill here could use some better productivity. We don't need to be subsidizing it. So we'll build like 2 more there. Don't forget your Sumatran subjects build there too. Yeah, let's... Who do we... No, we don't have any subjects. We had Cambodia at one point, but France took them from us. Yeah, I could really use all those peasants right now. I guess we could actually try to start building up... Oh, yeah, you know, speaking of things to build, I wanted to build another fleet. One that would just be a convoy raider. Yeah, so we have this guy's a naval commander. And I think we have an admiral here. Oh yeah, we can switch these guys back now. Oh no, we lost the guy who was our convoy raider, so we don't really have one here. So we might as well take this guy. And then we just want to do light ships. We'll do it in Baki. There we go. Oof. Look at that construction efficiency. Oh, yeah. Okay. You're right. I forgot about those guys. Okay, so we got a couple people here, actually. Natural Harbor. Yeah, I think it's time we incorporated these guys. Ooh, maybe not that one. Yeah, might as well. Let's do it. And utilize this Natural Harbor. Hey, Rooster69, hello. Excited for the next update. Yeah, I mean, I'm I'm excited for what it's going to be, to find out what it's going to be. I think they said at the end of this month we'll get a dev diary explaining it. Because I'd love to hear just what the plan for the updates are going to be. Have you automated? Not, do you mean like auto expansion of buildings? I'm not doing that because we don't have the population to support it. Whilst carrying out work in support of the agrarian party in Nam-Ki, Bulan Winfuk has come across Kyong Winfuk representing the Radical Party. Fiery debate has broken out between them. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so we get some momentum finally to the radical party. I mean, it's going to be too little too late. Oil and rubber. Yeah, the problem with oil, though, we don't have pump jacks yet, which we should be adding in there. Actually, I feel like we kind of need those before we go for the field or the modern nursing. No, automation refers to, oh, reducing workers by replacing them with machines. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, the labor saving PMs, we are utilizing those. What is this? That's interesting, since we have dye, right? Yeah. But we have a synthetic spline. Oh, finally. All right, the steel company has reached prosperity again. Good, so we get this plus 5% state construction efficiency. So that is very helpful. You think they should address the endgame population thing? I mean, I feel like, oh, wait, hold on a second here. Oh, so this was kind of split. Interesting here. What are we're not we're not passing anything. So interesting, the landowners are still sticking around here. All right, let's do this. It might be time to switch off of monarchy here. Maybe go for some council republic, because we are going to try to take those buildings off the British. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for a council republic. So yeah, you think they should address the endgame population thing? Wait, what do you mean specifically with the endgame population? Wait, why did that dissolve? Don't. Oh, wow. They were just eaten by Norway, huh? Oh, well. Ham building, yes, usual amount of universities. Yeah, I suppose I did, once again, I did slack on that. Our rival, the French Republic, continues to practice slavery. We could easily condemn them on the world stage for this. Sure. Oh, interesting, we don't have the trade unions already in on this. Prominent trade unions meet in Saigon's finest cafe to discuss Council Republic. With the right leverage, perhaps their opinions could be swayed. So 15 more light industries. Actually, yeah, we'll do this, because we can do that. Some countries have like a severe lack of workers late game, so you can't sustain even power plants. Oh, and some countries have like super abundance. Oh yeah, I guess with all the migration and stuff. I guess I never really thought about it before. Or just because it's kind of like on par with the course, right? Like right now we could really use some like mass migrations, but which is why I would like to go for multiculturalism and open borders, but we need to get to human rights first. Add political concessions above trade unions even more. No, because they're about to get a ton of political clout from the laws that we're about to pass. The other way to address it is to reduce building sizes. Yeah. Damn reactionary petite bourgeoisie, yeah. The reckless Admiral Than Chong has begun to make threatening moves towards seizing power over Dai Nam. He's backed by a faction of the petite bourgeoisie, yeah. So they don't want the Council Republic. Let's take a look here. Yeah, it has no real support, so we don't care about it. All right. What kind of steel producer are we? Oh, we are so close. Oh my god. I was about to say we are so close. We're fourth. But we need like 3,500 more production of steel. All right, what about designer clothes here? Yeah, that. Oop. That we need more. A lot more. A member of Admiral Than's staff has fallen out of a window of a government administration in Baki, being severely injured on impact. He has offered the government information in exchange for his safety. Goodbye, coup. The conspiracy to overthrow the sitting Vietnamese government has lost all momentum amongst the petite bourgeoisie. Admiral Than Chong's plot has been abandoned. Bye, bye, bye. The only way to address it is to reduce building sizes. Well, I think a thing that you can do that I think is not utilized enough, and we could probably do it more, are the railway PMs. But it's interesting how often... Oh, what? Do that. Like, go find people like on the Reddit posting like, how do you make railways profitable? Railways are an excellent labor-saving PM. Yeah, we're not utilizing it enough here either. So Baki, we're going to utilize it as much as possible here. And then build up the railways. We'll see what we need after we do all this. Oh, no, not that. So we need like 367 more. So it's at 80, 120. But then we're also going to need more motors. Though we should build some here, actually. To make these a little bit more profitable. Although, we're missing out, though, on... Then we're missing out, though, on the throughput. Alright. You're going communist. Oh, the trade unions, yeah. Yeah, but you don't want anybody to have a vice grip on your government like that. You could also add more levels of optimization. Yeah, like the, like the purple productions here. I guess it depends on the building. You do when you go one-party state, which you need for central planning. No, you don't need single-party state for this. Single-party state's one of the options, but... Like, we could go technocracy. In fact, I'd rather do that. You get another company out of it. Speaking of which, how far are we from central planning? Oh, yeah, we gotta get through... Yeah, I actually don't know if we're really going to be going command economy in this run. I don't think we're going to have the time for it. The growth of branch lines along the main rail routes has been immensely valuable to the growth of burgeoning rail industry. Yeah, there's some motor industries throughput there. I thought it was the green one, but yeah, that one. Oh. Oh, yeah, no, the green is always labor saving. You can have any authoritative option, yeah. For government's legitimacy, we're at 58, so could be better, could be worse. You have 30 games to the game, 30 years to the game. You have plenty of time. Not really. In order to get to central planning, we have to research about what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more techs, and then that one's 7. I mean, yeah, we could have some time. But I also don't think it would be enough to privatize, or to get the you can't touch this achievement, because then we need to do that for 12 years. In real life, Vietnam went communist in 1955. He'll be beating them by 20 years. I should get an achievement for that. Yeah, so both maybe labor saving options and labor increasing options. Yeah, which will basically help boost standard of living because people will start having better jobs. If we don't need as many laborers, which are bad jobs, we'll get people out of those jobs and then into better ones. Now we do need to build more light industries. So, for instance, yeah, what are groceries in our country? Oh yeah, we're like importing a ton of them. Oh, alright. So we have dynamite. Yeah, we're importing a ton of groceries, so we could try to utilize that so that we have it ourselves. And this would be the place. What do we need? We need 11 there. Do that, and then maybe some furniture. The headquarters of the Communist Party is burnt down. The organizational loss from this has seriously set them back. All right. Terrible, terrible news. Ooh, everybody gets upset. So with this we get one setback and everybody goes down in happiness by 4. With this one we lose 10 in the enactment success chance though. Five years of -4 happiness. Ugh. God, that feels bad. Yeah, like I'll never get... Well, hold on, let me think about this. The landowners, industrialists, petite bourgeoisie, they're never going to really be all that happy if we're going council republic. The trade unions will still be fine. I think I'll take this one. I'll take the 10 on that one. Let's see. Tech spread will get them in no time. Yeah, this is true. Problem is, I mean, we do have production stuff too we have to get through. Other than building more. Oh yeah, labor saving, labor increasing, other than building more levels. Yeah, yeah, that's true. The only thing keeping you behind is your 68 innovation, which is about 9 universities. Yeah, how many do I have? It's gonna be awful. 12, I got 12. What do we got going on here? Oh, okay, so we have the Royalist movement. They only have a total of 6 battalions. They took 3 states. What's the other one? Oh, and these guys up here. Okay, good. So this we can take. And look, you know, in the end, we're doing okay, and we didn't end up needing to take a bankruptcy, so we did get out of it. It's not about the achievement, it's about screwing the Brits for the crappy building in your country. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's about the achievement and one-upping the pommies. All right. Yeah, got a lot. See, my problem is I gave them this thing for way, way too long. For way too long. I built at least 5 unis in each state, which is 1 university for how many times I pray to God every day, according to Ham. Yeah, that's right. And don't forget the And don't forget the candle you light for him, too. Okay. Belligerent crowds have been getting increasingly provocative when confronted by troops in Vietnamese Aceh. Hardliners in government are demanding tougher responses, while doves are calling for troops to stand down as the first hopeful step in de-escalation. Well, yeah, I don't really care if this revolution progress goes up. I'd rather try to get some loyalists out of it. Alright, look at this. Our company finally building away. And a healthy investment pool. Guess I want to talk about war crimes in Algeria again. Alright. Dongwin Fuka, the intelligentsia, is rapidly gaining popularity among the people. The radical socialist message of equality he espouses is proving especially appealing to the lower classes. All right. How can we make him? Oh, the communist movement is not pressured by the intelligentsia. That's interesting. There was a French YouTuber who makes videos about crimes against humanity, brutal history. During the conquest of Algeria, there was some officer who smoked Maghrebi civilians hiding in a cave. The soldiers and civilians, they were resisting him. This is before the Geneva Convention, but still a crime against humanity. Sadly, said YouTuber, as most French don't bother to translate their videos, so the English-speaking audience can't enjoy them. Well, YouTube does have that auto translate thing now, where they have some AI voice speak it in another language. So I wonder if this person, by default, that setting is on, so unless they took it off, you would find that on there. You should go ahead and attack the French when your revolution ends, to drag Great Britain into war in Europe and screw them that way. Yeah, that's true. I still have that alliance with them. Yeah, I do gotta keep in mind, I do have an alliance with the British. Song Win Fook's rhetoric has drawn negative attention to the representatives of the trade unions, who he has condemned for obstructing the passage of Council Republic. You know, I might need to go after the French soon, because I might lose that alliance with the British when I start going communist, unless they go communist. Let's add 10 to the success chance. Yeah, oh really? Yeah, I watched a video in Spanish a little ago, and it was dubbed. I thought that was a channel feature. No. Yeah, that's like a new thing with YouTube, and so unless creators go in and specifically turn it off, it's an option on there. Do it. Yeah, we might actually. We're in a financial position now where we could do that. Like, if we let's take a look here. Yeah, so their militaries are pretty evenly matched. I wonder if I would get a return for that. Let's take a look here. No, it'd be a conquer. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Good thing we checked. So Great Britain has a truce with France until 1908. But the United States would support France because they're allied with France. That's tough. I wonder if I can get in good with Hindustan. Yeah, I should have been improving relations with them a while ago. General Chong, an associate of the revolutionary landowners, is known to have some doubts about his convictions. It may be possible to use that hesitancy to the government's advantage. That one. Why are the landowners not marginalized? They're not in a party. Their clout is less than 1%. Why are they not marginalized? Very interesting. Yeah, okay, don't do it. Yeah. Found it. The event is Les Grottes du Dara, where Colonel Pelletier smoked the Uladria tribe in 1845. Not sure if you've ever been to the mountains in Dara. No, I haven't. All right, look at our company. Good job, guys. Good job. So where are we with steel here? Number 4, we're moving along. That video was 9 years ago. My memory is amazing, honestly. To toot my own horn. Yeah. Oh my lord, look at... They're gonna take all our people on these ports. I cannot wait to get rid of this horrible treaty I made. 6 years, 1912. Alright, these threshing machines will also be very helpful. Then we'll start moving through here. Actually, you know... Let's go for that. Then we'll go for feminism. That'll give us more workers. Civilizing mission. Corporatism. And then there we go. Hopefully we'll get pump jacks on tech spread. Or are we getting electrical? We're getting electrical generation. Oh, nice. Actually, we're getting... We'll complete the rest of this on tech spread while we do that. Can you not just withdraw from the treaty? What's the worst that could happen? Yeah. I find that if you withdraw from a treaty, at least in the immediate time afterwards, it becomes incredibly hard to get anybody to agree to a treaty with you. And so the fact that we're only 6 years out, I should have just canceled this treaty back when we had had it for a long time. Oh, here we go. With that many articles. Yeah. I don't know, I've never done it. Yeah. I don't remember the exact way that they calculate it out, but there's a certain period of time where you'll get, like, when you try to create new treaties with someone, that they're unwilling to do the treaty, or they get a certain of, like, negative score to the acceptance of a new treaty because you withdrew from a previous treaty. I have done it, and I force the AI to do it. The treaties are not the issue. The humongous infamy is. Yeah, let's see if the tooltip will give us anything. Yeah, I mean, relations obviously go down. Yeah, it's not really saying it here, but there's more than just this that ends up happening. We actually, oddly enough, are going to add more construction. That gets us up to 300. Law progressive drafting. Alright. Well, hopefully there's no shenanigans on this. Yeah, so they have, what, like... total of 13 battalions. Yeah, and then we'll just naval invade them. Yeah, I lost my supply of sulfur because it's all here. I think, do we have any sulfur over here? I don't remember. Yeah, we have a little bit, but our main source of sulfur was over here. I mean, that's okay. We can have a bit of a shortage while we wait for this thing to go down. As long as nobody gets involved in this. That's what we got to hope for here. Oh yeah, we got to build more here. Oh yeah, let's build some more furniture manufactories. We could use a couple more of that. Mutual funds. Oh, look at that. All right, let's get publicly traded in the financial districts. Bulan Win Fook has organized a nationwide postering campaign on behalf of the reactionary movement. In some cities, there is scarcely a wall left unmarked by pro-national supremacy displays. Yeah, no, we'll take that. Human rights is spreading. Alright, well, that's good. Well, if we're getting human rights on tech spread, then let's just go straight to getting the other companies. Or another company. Now that we have more publicly traded companies, we should now focus on what comes next. Oh yeah, give us that tech. Breach loading artillery. I think we're okay on artillery, right? Yeah. Oh, but we're importing a lot of it. So let's start making it ourselves. I thought we were utilizing this everywhere. Alright, good. Nobody got involved. So do that. We'll do these. Excellent, excellent. That should take care of that. Oh, these guys. Forgot about that. Damn Japan. Alright. What else can we utilize? It has been suggested that we take and distribute some pictures of our country's most famous landmarks. Yeah, let's take the prestige. So we should be able to get through that. How are we on glass? We got glass. Tooling. And we could, that'll fulfill this whole thing. So let's build more tooling. Oh, Namke doesn't have any. And now, let's actually build some more universities here. Right. Yep, exactly. The ghost general. Okay. So this build queue. Ah, yes. Okay. The steam-powered threshing machines. Ooh, and there we are. We are now a great power. Excellent. I'll go back and look at those in a second. Here we go. This will give us some people. Oh. Actually, I don't have a lot of grain. Supporters of Council Republic among the intelligentsia, headed by Trong Win-Fook, have questioned the government publicly on the amount of time that is required in order for the law to pass. Um, 10% bureaucracy. Yeah, we don't want to do that. I'll take that one. Oh, okay, we got a successful invasion. So we're moving through. I'm here just doing some math because I am a try-harder in supremacy. Okay, cool, cool. So the war here should be done pretty quick. Oh, you know, I forgot too, we got that little plot of land up there. So once we take this one, we'll go there. And we'll continue building this stuff. That is Nam-ite. So bad there. Organizers affiliated with the reactionary movement have embarked on a focused campaign to inspire support for national supremacy in Chongqing. Oh, and we lost a general. Yeah, I think he was in that. All right. So we're moving along. Although, we're starting to have some bad times with the private queue again. Letting you know, I'm keeping you company. Oh, and your background noise now. Ah, very nice. Very nice. Love it, love it. Yeah, we're almost finished up here too, but... Oh. Alright, we have this, so... Now, go invade up here. The EIC. Bane of my existence this run. Spain. Alright. Goodbye. Let's withdraw from this. Stop building in my country. Right. We are moving along. This will probably be done in a moment. And then March 20th, we got another event for Council Republic here. The war will probably be done before our cavalry gets up there. A diplomatic play here. Ooh, man. I'd love it if France joined the side of Chile. That would be beneficial to us. All right. Oh, hey, Ham. How's the game going now? Pretty good. We got the economy back on track. Though it looks like we're kind of cycling back to where we were before. Yeah. So we'll have to kind of do some stuff again. But going well, going well. Hey, LaPlace, what's up? Good morning, very strongly. You mean our, yeah, our economy, yep. Unfortunately, though, my friends, you got here right as we got to our stopping point. But, yeah, so we did some good work tonight. We started off with the economy in a very bad spot. We're on the brink of bankruptcy, actually. We're just about over here with our amount of debt. So we fixed the investment pool, turn it around. Though, it looks like things are a little worse now. We added more construction, so yeah, we probably just need to work on some of this stuff. But we are now a great power, so that's kind of nice. Ooh, although, yeah, we lost a little bit of prestige. So I think we mainly got to be a great power because our power projection went up. So we might expand the military a little bit next episode. Yeah, hope you find your voice. Yeah, same here. A raid tonight. Never been on one? Oh, yeah, we should, right? Who else is playing tonight? Let's see. This is Portuguese. This one. Yeah, why not? There's somebody else playing Victoria 3. Let's see what happens. I don't know who they are. Oh, I think, though, it's in Portuguese. Yeah. Oh, my friend Darth Aiden is on. Yeah, there's nobody else doing Vicky 3, though. The barbarian wants to raid. Yeah. Yeah. But, so that'll be it for tonight. I'll be back on Thursday. We'll be doing some EU5 on Thursday. Back to it after having the week off. But that should be good. But yeah, and hopefully my voice will be back by then. So thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, be awesome. I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, check out the Civ 7 one. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you on Friday for that one. Hopefully. Good night, everybody.